Eradicating the stigma of having cancer should not be a tedious and harrowing experience, according to this group of cancer survivors, patients, health experts, and other officials. But the journey to surviving the ordeal can be made less challenging to patients when help comes through treatment, healing process, and the all-important support group. This school of thought gave birth to the emergence of the Marcel Ruth Friends Cancer Support Group program aimed at giving succor, hope, and optimism for those who have overcome cancer and others still under treatment, that the disease is not necessarily a death sentence. The CEO of the Marcel Ruth Specialist Hospital, Dr. Modupe Elebute Otunsi, noted the prospects for emergence of the support group program.
What we hope is that this group will grow to involve all those patients, and those who come from different parts of the country when they go back will also impact other relatives, families, and friends. Now, of course, the main role of the group is to support one another, to bring this positivity, to remove this stigma. Part of the World Cancer Day theme and agenda, not just for this year but for the next 2 or 3 years, is to close the cancer care gap, one of which means increasing access to treatment, and the other one which means removing the stigma, which is very important for what is happening here today.
The Marcel Ruth Friends Cancer Support Group program is considered one of a kind in this part of the world. Its evolution can be traced to satisfaction derived from quality healthcare delivery and the treatment of cancer and other ailments by management and staff of the specialist hospital.
In terms of the development, it's been extremely rapid. And it's by the grace of God. On the one hand, that's good news for us. On the other side, on the bad side, is that it shows the lack of basic healthcare in Nigeria, and therefore it hasn't taken long for us to. We're basically at capacity. We have been at capacity basically from a year. So it's good and bad. And we're looking to expand. We were very fortunate that the governor sold us a plot of land next to the hospital, and we're going to put up a 45-bed expansion. It'll include one ward, one floor, which would be for stem cell transplants to allow us to treat leukemias. It'll be the first in Nigeria, and it also allows us to do transplants for sickle cell.
And helping the governments also understand that, look, the quicker patients can access care, the more that they can actually continue with that care journey. They don't have to fall out because they can't run out of money, means that more patients will survive. And also the awareness about screening, because there is absolutely no doubt at all that early detection does save lives. But it's not just the early detection, early access to treatment and continuing on that treatment journey. And this is a way that this group can actually help in the future to make sure that they impact not just themselves, not just new patients coming, but actually patients across the country, and to drive policy.
It is said that early detection of cancer is essential to treatment and eradication. Awareness and education also helps along the journey to recovery.
One or two of them, we grew up together in the same neighborhood. And another one, by the time we finished our charts, we had like 10 common friends all over the country and beyond. And that drew us a bit closer. And then some other guys came later on and we said, why didn't you set up a small group and call it Marcel Ruth Friends? And that's how it all started. It was later then the CEO came and saw us. In fact, there was a time we were holding a meeting and I was a little bit chatty. We were chatting. And she saw it from a distance. She thought, maybe Marcel Ruth had done something wrong. And when she came closer, she found out that we're talking about Marcel Ruth's friend group, which she was quite pleased about. And eventually, we said, she suggested we call it Marcel Ruth Support Group, which she had been planning to set up over the months. So it's not as if it's something we planned ab initio. It just came incidental, and then, it looks like it fitted into every other scheme of things.
The next meeting of the Marcel Ruth Friends Cancer Support Group program is expected to hold on September 30th, 2022. Ni Wilo, Arise News, Lagos.